Hey, what's happening? Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Today, I found the story that I want to talk about. The only thing that comes to my head is SMH, shaking my head. It makes me wonder, is this the kind of nonsense that we're going to deal with with this Republican Congress for the next 2 years, 4 years, whatever it is? I'm going to talk about the Biden documents and the Trump documents. And this ridiculous uproar, they're frothing at the mouth, the Republicans, Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh my God, we got Biden, we got him now. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about investigations. This is horrible. Trump actually said this just yesterday, Tuesday. He said, so when is the FBI going to raid Joe Biden's house or the White House? Trump actually just put that on Truth Social Tuesday. And that's where I just shake my head. When I stand back, I try to be objective. Down below, there's going to be links to both sides of the story. There's going to be links to Fox News, to Newsmax, and on the other side, there'll be Rolling Stone, Huffington Post, and But I try to look at both sides of the story. I want to see what both sides are saying about this. Okay, really quick. Biden documents were found on November 2nd. I was in a closet, about not more than 12 documents. Some of them marked classified. I don't know if they were top classified. Don't know what they dealt with. Nobody knew they were there. The lawyers found them. They returned them. They called up the National Archives and returned them the same day on November 2nd. Okay? That pretty much sums it up. Nobody knew they were there. They're closing down the building. They're going through stuff. They find these 10, 12 documents. No, they shouldn't have them. Immediately call up National Archives and give them back. End of story. Trump, this summer, we all know what happened there. Over 300 documents, top classification, the top classification. Some of them dealing with nuclear secrets of other countries. 300 documents in his residence. Now, this Biden, they were at his workplace, I guess, the Penn Biden Center in Washington. Trump brings them home, and purposely, and 300 of them, for whatever reason, then the National Archives realizes they're missing and repeatedly asks him for them. They get the runaround. They subpoena them. I think they got a few back, but they know more are missing. So what other recourse is there? They get the FBI, they have a raid to get the damn documents back, right? And Trump and Trumpettes and Trumpers are all in an uproar. Oh my God, the FBI! It's a weaponization of the FBI. Okay. So now, like I said, it happens to Biden, and when's the investigation's going to begin? What exactly are they going to investigate here? And then with Trump saying this about when are they going to search Biden's home? When are they going to search the White House? Why would they search? There's no reason to believe anything else is missing. As soon as they found what they found, they gave it back. Immediately realizing they were not supposed to be in possession. There is such a huge difference in these two situations. Trump purposely bringing home over 300 documents and denying and refusing to give them back so he could use them for his own whatever nefarious plans he had. Biden accidentally 12 documents. Nobody knows they were there. Nobody knows they were even gone. They find them and return them the same day. Apples and oranges here. Total apples and oranges. So I look at this story, and you guys know I try to use empathy. Whenever I find any stories like this, I try to think of something in my own life. What would I do? What did I do? And I remembered something. You guys, I took a phone home that belonged to the company I worked for. I should not have brought home, and I returned it. And subsequently, it was then stolen, and the police thought I had it and came to search my house. So let me fill you in on all this. This is the story. This is the similar story that and I was wrong to bring this phone home, and I brought it back. This is around 1997, 1998. I hurt my back at work. Right, it was a ruptured disc. I didn't know that at the time. And I told you guys before, I didn't pay my bills. I made $500, $600, $700 a week, and it was all gone. My phone was shut off. My heat was shut off. I took ice cold showers in Connecticut for 6 months through the winter after being awake all night using stimulants. I can't believe my heart didn't blow out. The only thing that was on was my electricity. I had no car, no phone, no nothing. So I would take this overnight. They would just leave these Nextel versions. They were like the walkie-talkie phones back in 1997, and we'd have them on the road to talk when we were truck drivers. And I was using it at this point, and I would bring the phone home every night for because I had no phone home. I'd have to walk about a half mile up into town to use a payphone and then walk back, and also to call my dealer. So I bring the phone home every night and use it. Not only that, I did something really stupid. There was no message on this because we'd just pick them up in the truck. So I put my own message. Hey, this is Daryl. I can't get to the phone right now. Leave a message. All right. So I would bring it home every night. But then I realized I'd be out of work for a long period, and I brought the phone back, and I put it back in the truck. And I think I brought home the charger, but I couldn't use the charger because I had no car. It was a plug in a lighter. That's all we had back then. That's how they charge these phones. That's the only. It was 1997. All right, and then subsequently, this is what happened after. Police knock on my door. They say the phone's been stolen. And I'm on drugs. I'm not thinking right. And I feel guilty. I know I brought it back, but I'm still. I still feel guilty that I shouldn't have had it. And can we look through your house? They didn't have a search warrant or anything. And I know I didn't have it. So I told them, come on in. And they looked around the house and they didn't find it. They said it was stolen. And they found my name when they called up the number. Hi, Daryl, this is Daryl, so I kind of did myself in. That's what you get using drugs. Okay. So further down the line, the company and the police actually, they got a readout of all the numbers that were called on this phone after I had returned it. It must have been stolen, because they left the trucks unlocked in the parking lot with the phones in them all night, every night. And the phone was subsequently stolen after I brought it back. They got a readout of all the numbers called. They called the police. This is the police and the company that I work for. Called all 300 numbers and asked if they knew Daryl, my name. And none of these people had a clue who I was. They said, did some of this person, do you know this person? Daryl, I don't know what they said, but they were looking to charge, they were still looking to charge me with this, and I didn't have it, and I don't know where it went. Honestly, I always felt guilty about this. I drove the only flatbed there. And it was a drug neighborhood, and I dealt with bad people, and it was probably somebody I knew that did steal it, so I always felt guilty about this. I actually thought about making amends. We have that here, my NA book, step number 8, when possible you make amends. But this company is no longer even in Connecticut, and it's 25 years later. So should I have brought the phone home? No. But I brought it back. And still the cops came in and looked through my house because they thought I still had it. But if it had been in my truck, the police would have never gone there. Anyway, this is the equivalency. I don't know if there's a moral to the story, but this is the point of this is the stupid things I did when I was using. That's still 25 years later, are still kind of on my conscience. It still bother me. And the ridiculous Biden-Trump false equivalency. Let me know if there's any Trump supporters watching this. I know there's a few of you out there. Help me out here. What's the similarities here? Why should Biden's house and the White House be searched? Why should he be in trouble for this? What did he do intentionally? Did he break the law intentionally? Let me know. I know there's a presidential presidential espionage act that they're looking to nail Trump on, with good reason. And now they're mentioning that with Biden. If there's Trump supporters out there, let me know. Please, please. I would love to debate this live with anybody. You guys have a good Wednesday.